Hey everyone, it's Barb. I hope you're having a great week. Today was our last day of school, so I'm extremely happy and ready to relax and do a whole bunch of not much for the next couple weeks. Well, until curriculum development starts. But anyways, so this assignment was out of my realm because I am a math teacher, but I found it super interesting just because I'd never thought about this part of living in Allentown and the watersheds and how different areas, of course, some, have more runoff, some have less runoff based on what the forest or developed or whatever. So I found it super interesting. The first thing I would do is have the kids go onto the website for the Pennsylvania Association of Conservation Districts and ask them to identify where we are in Pennsylvania. My kids are English language learners, so this brings a whole different realm into it. We have to learn directions and where are we, and so there's a whole bunch of more steps to this than possibly the typical middle school classroom. After they identified what watershed they were in, I would ask them to go and use the app for the Model My Watershed. And also, I found really important information on the home to that app, the wikiwatershed.org. The curriculum information that was on there, the stuff that was specific to the Delaware watershed was informative and something I would investigate further if I would bring this into my classroom. The students could use the erosion bottles to connect how the forest is, connect what the agriculture is, and these are all land covers that are in the Delaware watershed. They could also make a bottle with just stone and possibly pebbles or maybe a little bit of concrete mix to give the impression of the developed land, like an asphalt, so to speak. And I would let the wetlands be the brain stumper. I wouldn't ask them to create anything hands-on, but kind of imagine if it's raining on a wetland, does it run off or is it infiltration? And see what they come up with. I use the PA Environment and Ecology Standards. My grade 6 identify the 5 major watersheds and of course the one that we are living in. And then the grade 7 is where I took the liberties with the different erosion bottles to connect the forest to the mulch and the crops to the grass, and kind of a little bit of liberties again, just so they could possibly make the connection of when it rains, where does all this water go? And the last part was the connections among STEM. And science asks questions, develop and use models, which includes the modification with the stones and the possible concrete dust, analyze and interpret the data, and then technology using that app, become aware of the web. Besides just having math lessons on there or gaming, there is some really good other interesting information. So I found this really neat, and since this week I found out that I'm going to be involved with the science fair for next year, this may definitely become something that we do on our STEM Wednesdays in middle school, and see who wants to pursue it further, see who has the interest of this. I did try to, and I will still continue to find out some of the watersheds of their home countries, if that's possible. I'll keep looking. You never know. Okay, see you next week.